Welcome to Cold Corner. I'm Atcheron.
I'm Inferna.
And we got two Fulci films to talk about.
Yes, two Fulcis again.
Yeah, we're on like a Fulci bender.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Bava too, but definitely Fulci. First off is House by the Cemetery.
House by the Cemetery.
And this is the Anchor Bay version. You got Dr. Freudstein right on the cover here. He's a ghoulish guy, really cool.
Yes, this one is actually about a ghoul versus a zombie.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
Yeah. And he's living in the basement of this really creepy house.
That's just a really cool looking house.
By the cemetery. This is by the cemetery. Yeah, and this family, well, they go move in, and
they have a little boy, and this little boy keeps seeing like
Bob, the worst name.
Yeah, the worst name for a little boy ever.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah,
but,
like Robbie or something, but not Bob.
Yeah, he keeps seeing this ghost basically of this little girl.
Yeah, she's trying to warn him.
She's trying to warn him not to come and everything, and she's a sweet little girl, but you know, obviously his parents are like, yeah, you and your little invisible friend, you know, and they sort of ignore it.
Yeah.
You know, as parents do when little kids come up with invisible friend stuff.
Right.
Especially in horror movies, which they shouldn't, but, you know. But they move into this house, and,
when things start happening, you know, they hear stuff banging around in the basement and weird voices.
I'm actually really surprised they didn't find what was in the basement way before they found what was in the basement.
Yeah. Well, I think there was like one of the real estate ladies was in there. She got wasted by him, and I think, you know, it was really brutal too. I mean, because there's a lot of good gore in this movie.
Yeah, this movie has a lot of good brutal gore and
very violent deaths. I mean, the
insects.
Dr. Freudstein is really freaky looking. He's basically like death. You know, he's got full of maggots, and he's like he's a creepy guy. Yeah, and he's got his own kind of basement of mutilation. You know, there's like body parts hanging all over the place. You know, he's munching on the corpses and everything else. Yeah, and it's a really, really cool film. This is one of the big four of Fulci's. I like the score on here, really good score. Acting is what you expect in a Fulci film, kind of there. Yeah. Again, creative deaths, really cool. One scene with a bat that went crazy and bleeding all over the place. That was cool. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. What would you rate this?
House by the Cemetery. I will say 7.
7. Wow, you're being harsh tonight.
I am being harsh tonight.
I'm gonna say 8.5 stars on a 10.
You're gonna say 8.5?
And I think it's better than a 7. They don't make movies like this.
I do like when the doctor does get stabbed though. That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into details, but I do like that. Yeah. Watch for that if you're watching it, because yeah. You might not want to eat beforehand, depending on your.
Oh, come on!
Well, I mean, I can, but you know,
have some bloody steak with rice, and then you got your kind of Dr. Freudstein right there on a plate.
Yeah. Well, you know, some people can't, you know, deal with that kind of stuff very much, but just as a warning, you might not want to eat first.
Yeah.
Just it might not bother you, but you know, I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah. Next up
is the New York Ripper.
This is a sleazy horror.
Yeah, this one has a lot of sex in it actually, which most of his stuff doesn't.
Some of the stuff you haven't seen. But
I mean, a lot of his stuff doesn't have as much sex as like.
This is
pretty
like sleazy. It's pretty sleazy.
Yeah, prostitutes and hookers and
everything.
And they're weird, pervy people. And,
and they're getting sliced and diced by the New York Ripper, who actually is played by Daffy Duck in this movie.
Yeah, he talks like a duck, and he does this weird quacking stuff and everything when he's killing people, which
it's really
I find
goofy.
really totally annoying and stuff.
It's kind of cool in a way too. It's just different. I mean,
but he always does this weird quacking, like Donald Duck voice and Mickey Mouse voice too, sort of like
he's
thing going on.
Yeah.
When he's killing people, and it's really brutal killings, especially the one in particular that's like a really slow killing. So
there's
like
one where he slices the breast area.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that. It really looked painful.
My boob was hurting.
Yeah.
Watching that, I was just like, oh no, ah.
Yeah.
And he did it really slow too. It wasn't like a nice fast thing. It was really slow, and it was just like, ah, no.
Yeah.
My boob.
Yeah, and the characters in this film are very just really kind of desperate. It seems like they're very kind of, you know, it seems like they're sexaholics or whatever.
Yeah, or
They're
something.
just,
yeah.
Yeah, this one chick, she's going over.
She'll like bang anybody and anything, man.
Yeah,
and she records it for her husband.
Yeah,
she like
who's also
audio
like,
tapes it
in the corner like he's about ready to drool over himself, like they're hearing it. Like
she like audio records.
But obviously they have an open marriage and they're into a lot of kinky stuff, obviously. So, yeah.
Well, maybe he can't get it up or something. Maybe that's why she does it. Or I don't know. They don't really get into that.
Impotent.
But yeah, she records stuff for him, and she goes and does basically whoever in town.
Yeah, and until she runs into the Ripper.
Yeah.
Who rips her in two.
Yeah.
Nice one too. I was really happy when he did, you know, and he was doing his Donald Duck voice or Daffy Duck voice.
Yeah, that was like really. Yeah, he does that. I can't even do that little sound. I don't even know how you do that. But yeah, he does that weird voice thing always, and he's teasing the cops too.
And the cops are stupid in this
movie.
movie.
Yeah, and they go and try to enlist the help of like this one professor guy and stuff.
And you got everybody's a sleazebag in this movie. You got the chief of police like banging hookers and stuff.
Yeah, and the professor guy, and he's like just really just into himself, basically. Yeah. He actually, to me, could have been a character that they completely did not even have in the movie, and it would not have been missed.
Yeah, wasn't he in Pieces or something?
Yeah, it was similar to that, yeah. It's like just somebody that was completely pointless.
Yeah. I solved the case in 2 seconds.
But, you know, they sort of had him being kind of like a profiler, but he really sucked at it.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a part where they think it's one person, but, you know, then they get a different call, and, you know, just, it's kind of a mystery in a way, but, it's really gory, really bloody.
If you like Fulci films,
really
you're going to probably like New York Ripper. It's brutal, it's, really kind of, violent, and very sexual, and...
Yeah.
Yeah, so, this is one of his underrated films. I think it's better than a lot of people give credit for.
The New York Ripper.
Yeah, see that? The pretty red caser.
It should be the New York Quacker or something.
New York Quacker.
Quack, 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 quack.
So how many Daffy Ducks are you going to give this one?
Still surprised you can do that. Well, you know, the boob scene did make me go, ah, my boob. I'm gonna say 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're a fan of Fulci, go check it out, rent it, buy it, whatever. You probably already own it if you're a big fan. You know, I do, so. And like, you know, even his kind of lesser works you probably own too, because there's always something kind of cool in a Fulci film that you just enjoy, whether they're not super great films. But yeah. And with that, I'm going to say sayonara and hail the horror.
Hail horror.
Bye-bye.